Okay, so it's the start of the 2026-2027 Vex V5 robotics competition. The main challenge this season is designing a mechanism that can control the orientation of game elements as you stack them. I've come up with a few design ideas, but today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the second design concept that I came up with.
So last time we had designed to change the position of the pins and cones as we intake them, but there's the other option was to be able to change their orientation while you're holding them in the arm.
Okay, so every time I have a design concept, I explain it to my team on a whiteboard. And for this concept idea, the last senior team was also there to give critiques. But my whiteboard drawing skills are so horrendously terrible that it's hard to understand these mechanisms that are made are pretty complicated for beginner teams. So I learned Blender over these last few weeks and made a animation to help explain how these designs should function. But I'll go through the whiteboard drawing video first, and then I'll come and explain it with the animation after that. Many people are thinking about designing their intakes with rubber wheels, but most drivetrains are probably going to be about 4-motor drivetrains. So I'm thinking that extra weight of those rubber wheels just isn't gonna is another factor of weight that isn't going to be worth it when I can just use rubber band rollers, and I think those will probably be just as effective for that. So that's why I'm using rubber band rollers in this design. The two rubber band rollers are geared opposite of each other. So it kind of pushes those pins and cones into a vertical position so I can then grab them. Autonomous is going to be very hard this year, and you're probably going to have to use color sensors or vision sensors to identify what rotation or what side of the pin or cone that you're trying to place on the thing is, because you can't touch the controller for that. So you're probably going to have to use multiple vision sensors for this, which is going to be a little bit of a hassle. I plan to use one on just two vision sensors, so I can then just use rotation to figure out where each one is. There's also been much discussion about using a reverse 4-bar versus using linear rails. And for this season, I'm thinking that speed is going to be an extremely important factor for this, considering the motor requirements and everything. And being able to score fast is what is gonna make you successful in this game. So I'm thinking that the reverse 4-bar just gives that speed advantage of being able to place these at a fast and consistent pace compared to using linear rails. Tipping is also going to be a big problem this season, because as you increase the height of your robot, your center of mass is also going to move up with that, and it's going to become top heavy. And so to limit this, you might want to use pistons to shoot out and kind of make the base more sturdy and less likely to fall over, get pushed around, stuff like that. I'm probably going to use that in my robot, test that out, see how it goes. Also, to reduce the amount your robot can tip is to have a good low center of mass. So that's reducing the weight in your head. And this can be done by, instead of using motors for your claws or something like that, or to turn everything up inside of the head, you might want to consider using pneumatics for the whole thing, or just using a limited amount of motors, because motors are weighing more than your pneumatic system. And that just might help it keep it more light, and so you can have a faster robot with less tips.
Okay, so this season, there is no descoring of the towers. And if you knock one of these towers over, even by accident, then you could receive a penalty. So theoretically, you could use this game rule to your advantage in some way.
You could theoretically add a mechanism to your robot that if you get bumped while you're trying to score, it'll descore it. They would be hitting you, which would be forcing you into it. Yeah. You would be the one descoring it.
Yeah.
But they would be the one in charge of the penalty.
They would be the one getting the penalty.
Yeah, but the thing about that is
that you have to switch up his driving entirely.
The judges could easily say, "Oh, you have a part on your robot designed specifically."
Yeah. But you could have it, and if you get called out for it, take it off.
If you're having trouble scoring, then that could be an option. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't try that.
This one?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's not racist.
It's not that one. This one?
Hey, dude.
It's that one. Dude. You got it second try. It's all blue now. It's actually kind of dope.
Okay.
Oh yeah, why is that actually
That is
sick?
kind of crazy.
Built-in filter, question mark? How dumb does that look?
It kind of looks like a filter that you would see in a movie. What were you gonna draw there?
Okay, so this bar holds the motor that is connected to the whole head of the bot. So when this bar moves, the claws are going to move up and down, respectively. That motor is then connected to the back plate. By using these two motors, it allows us to change the orientation of each pin and cone as we stack them on the fly. Changing the orientation as you lift it is a big advantage because it should let you beat those teams who are changing the orientation then lifting the bot. It should make it faster and more efficient. The pin and the cones are being grabbed by pneumatic pistons that are not shown in this animation, but they will be there in the actual. This is an example of what one of the ratchet systems could actually look like. 64824X also made this design where you can use a pneumatic to spin the claw instead of using a motor, and that could be very useful in this design also. The head of this bot slides off and slides to the middle so you can pick up those cones to make your reverse 4-bar the maximum length of the 18x18 box, which should make you be able to get higher positions. Okay, so this is the second idea concept that I had, and let me know what you guys think about it, and any comments below would be appreciated. Any suggestions, any improvements, or like just anything in general, just like comment below, and make sure to subscribe and like the video.